Hello. Today I want to be speaking to you about Christians using social media. Now, hundreds of millions of people are running towards social networking sites like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to participate in the relational components of the internet. Are these networks the next biggest mission or field or an enormous waste of time? Should a Christian participate in social networking? The answer to these questions should be determined by whether we can honestly ask God to bless and use our actions for His own good purposes. Now, if you have your Bible or Bible app, please turn into 1 Corinthians 10:31. It says, "So whether you can eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God." If we are willing to let God use our participation for His glory, we have freedom to participate. Now, Christians who choose to participate in social networking ought to be aware of the negative aspects of social networking. It should be remembered that not everybody on the internet has pure motives, and we should take safety precaution, utilize the privacy settings, not to mention be selective as to who is accepted as a friend or fan. Parents should regularly interact with their children and be active participants in the child's use of social networking sites. So, for instance, if you have my good friend Pastor Johnson, who interacts with one of her daughters named Rachel, or say if you have, believe it or not, well, I would have to say Donna Colvin, who would interact with Amy Colvin, then believe it or not, you would have a connection together, a connection on social media. Now, in addition to all of this, Christians should be aware of the dangers of the narcissism. In other words, I'm talking about excessive self love and preoccupation with oneself inherent in self oriented sites. Studies have shown that overuse or wrong motives in social media participation can breed narcissism. When we rely on social media sites primarily to promote ourselves or draw attention to ourselves, it is time to take a step back. It's wise to utilize accountability, encouraging spouses, family members, and Christian brothers and sisters to view our social networking activity and hold us accountable. Now, Proverbs 27:17 says, "Iron sharpens iron, so a man sharpens his friend's countenance." It's also important to understand the impact our status, photo, comments, or blog posts may have in the future. It should be remembered that social networking sites involve publishing to the entire internet, including family members, current and future employers, college admissions personnel, and etc. The ramifications of any statement, both now and in the future, ought to be considered. Furthermore, while a maintaining relationship is important and healthy, addiction is not. Limiting the amount of time we devote to these social networking sites is both healthy and wise. On the other hand, there are definitely positive aspects of social networking. For the Christian, social media sites can be an enormous productive mission field, reconnecting with old friends and increasing our our sphere of influence can lead to evangelistic opportunities unavailable elsewhere. Social media allows us to re-enter the daily lives of people we have made lost contact with and open up new avenues for sharing Christ. As such, we can influence the views of others by what we post, bringing encouragement and spiritual guidance to others in and using friends or Facebook status updates to pray regularly for friends and their needs. Now, in Hebrews 10:24-25, it says, let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds. Let us not give up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but let us encourage one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. Last but not least, and finally, social networking sites can engage spiritual seekers on the internet, meeting those seekers where they are. Just like face-to-face evangelism, we can establish credibility and authenticity in the seeker's natural and comfortable environment. And then we build on that foundation and share the love of Christ with new online friends. You know what? What I found this message was to be true. It's very important we try to take the time to be sure to interact with the people we love, try to meet new people, in addition to everything of what I have explained to you about. And remember, the lesson I've learned was you don't want to just give away your own private lives, for one, and you definitely don't want to be a little more too descriptive. Just say something on which your family and your friends will be able to understand you. Not to be too specific with one. Because if you are to be a little bit more specific, though, not only the truth will hurt, but it can also cloud your vision. So be careful. You be blessed. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.